Okay, muting the mic, not muting the mic, muting the music. Changing the scene.
10 seconds remaining.
And, alright, guys, welcome. This is going to be the day 2 of the I-League LAN that's going on. I'm EGAD, joining me here is going to be Ryan Noob, and we're going to have ourselves a stats man, too. That's going to be pretty good from LPQ on the stats there. And how you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing great. It's an interesting match we have here.
It is an interesting match. VGP, or Vici Gaming Potential, taking on Team Malaysia. I'm just going to adjust the sounds a little bit so we don't kill anybody's ears. And, yeah, Vici Gaming had an interesting game against LGD. You can see on the replay they had a pretty close game there. While Malaysia, they had a close second game against Newbie, but ended up getting losing out as Newbie made a fantastic 0-7 comeback. So we'll see what happens here. Statsman gave us a little bit of insight onto the picks and bans for the Vici side, and they like playing some unorthodox picks, so we'll see if those come out. But the first 4 bans to fly on through are going to be the Axe, the Undying, the Visage, and then maybe we'll see an IO get banned away. Who knows?
Yes. This is going to be the first time in a while that IO hasn't been banned that I've been watching. I watch a lot of the Summit, and I was banned in every game, so that'd be a nice change of pace. I'm a huge fan of IO.
Yeah, well, it's also a Chen thing too. Like, Chen is still pretty big. Like, Puppy gave us a big effect of that. He was always banned against him. The Chinese scene hasn't seen much of it played besides like Chuan. And oh, there's another thing that LPQ points out is that Winter Wyvern is one of the favorites for VGP to pick up, and they'll take it away. So a little bit of research done there.
Yeah, definitely a really smart ban by them. 4-0 with that hero, and they're very new added to captain's mode, so Malaysia banning it out, they don't know much about it, and of course if you don't know much about it, you should definitely ban it out in the first phase versus Vici.
I would not be surprised if we saw a Gyrocopter first pick. That happened a lot in the last games yesterday. So there it is.
There
okay,
it is.
That's literally just the standard now. It's just go Gyrocopter, Shadow Fiend, and then pick a support. The Queen of Pain can still come out to combat the Shadow Fiend. I mean, this is literally just become 6.84. Like, just massive get mid game and then just destroy.
Yeah, I feel like I saw these picks yesterday whenever I was going to bed. Gyrocopter first pick, and then followed up with the Shadow Fiend +1 support.
It's so dumb. It's so good though.
It's great. This is a really fun meta to watch. A lot of kills. 6.04C nerfed it a little bit, but still really the enthusiasm has been put on the kills, and it's great to watch. Great as a spectator.
Yeah, we saw some Tusk yesterday. Got some pleasure to see that. That was nice. That was for Canada Cup, but it's still fun to see him come out every now and then. So we'll see what Vici have in terms of unorthodox picks after this Clockwork comes in. And Clockwork's another thing that was banned away. The Alliance side ended up losing that one against Admiral Bulldog, but when he did get it, they destroyed, and I mean, they went 2-0, and they're still looking to go into the winner's day. The schedule for today is going to be losers bracket, 2 winners bracket, then losers bracket, I believe, from what I had. And we're only doing the first bets of 3, and Zyclops is going to be coming in for the next set, and then I believe Lysander's closing off the night. So we're switching around casters, so the stream will be going down at intermittent points, but that's beyond the point. I almost said beyond the summit. But yeah, so Ancient Apparition, Earthshaker, do we see a Lion Band? Do we see some more support hate? This patch is really about supports. Like, it's crazy.
Gyrocopter, the first pick from Vici, and I saw this yesterday. The bans are really focused on keeping the Gyrocopter alive. Not so much with the Undying, as he's pretty good against that, but the Axe and the AA are very good against Gyro. And if you take Gyro out of a fight with an AA blast, he can't Satanic, he can't lifesteal at all. So he'll go down pretty quick. And same with the Axe, if you call him, he won't be able to do his full shebang. So it's really nice to see those bans just focusing on the Gyro pick.
Like, it seems that Gyro controls this meta right now. He's turned into the Jug and the Troll, but he's better. he's got better range. He's gonna be able to flat cannon, yada yada. There's a Lina ban, something that maybe absolutely destroyed against Vici Gaming Potential. So don't want to deal with that against Malaysia. And Mushi, I believe, is gonna be playing mid again this time. He played Storm Spirit yesterday against Newbie, and he almost carried the game single-handedly, but just couldn't do it because everybody else is so far behind. He kind of filled the SF rollout, but couldn't do it. So last ban, what do you think? Support, core? Do we see any more core hate?
Well, they've already picked up 1 support, and they've got the next pick. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Leshrac pick up from him as the second support. It's not too common. Maybe even a carry, actually. With the Rubik, you always want to pick something.
Okay.
Hey, there it is.
The Queen of Pain.
Yeah. Oh, the Queen of Pain was weird with the Leshrac pick up right after that.
Yeah.
So I'm still confused. Is that going to be a support or a carry? I mean, I guess they can go
Should
either
be.
way.
it should be one position. I believe they'll put it in a tri-lane, go for aggressive, and just dominate like that. Like, they should be able to snipe out the Gyro's tri-lane as well, and, I mean, Lesh doesn't lose too much, but if they can line up the spells enough, like, get an SD. Shadow Demon Leshrac is pretty stupidly strong.
Yeah, usually you don't want to pick up Shadow Demon with Rubik, but we'll see what they want to do. So, with this Leshrac pick, I wonder if they're going to go aggressive tri-lane and then pick something versus the Clockwork. Because that could leave them in a really good drafting spot.
Well, the thing about the aggressive tri-lane, like, if they want to do 3 versus 3, they still can. And, like, going against Clockwork, like, he just plays safe. He'll just sit back and let the Rocket Flare go, and I don't know. But they pick up the Lion, and, I mean, that's just pretty atypical stuff with the Gyro. If you can stack up a Lion until you get Finger, you get lots of damage, and you're just going to have a good time. So, next pick for Malaysia, what are the supports?
Yeah, really good pickup versus Leshrac, just fingering him down. That'll usually get him past half HP, and once he's down that far, he basically just has to turn tail, and you have to be in the center of the fight to be useful for Leshrac.
Ooh, they go for the Prophet. Okay. So that'll be their off lane, so we still need the either one position or do the support, and it's funny because whenever the Chinese teams play against Alliance, they end up banning Nature's Prophet away. It was the first thing that Alliance did had happened to them in their first match. So Malaysia picking that one up, and I mean we're gonna see potentially a lot of Rat to come out.
So, looking at the draft so far, it looks like it'll be an off-lane Nature's Prophet. They won't. I don't think they'll be doing the safe 1v1 Nature's Prophet versus Clockwork. I've seen it a couple of times in NA Dota, but not really anything in any other areas.
Okay.
So yeah, the Nature's Prophet will be able to pull the creep wave, and the Clockwork, while he does have the cogs and he's generally safe, Nature's Prophet usually gets more out of the lane. And a Bounty Hunter pick from Vici Gaming.
This apparently isn't too uncommon from Vici. They like going for the Bounty Hunter, so he'll be rolling around. There's no Chen for him to really kind of snipe out, but the track's going to be super useful against the Prophet. But it's going to be useful against everybody. The extra gold, too. We saw earlier in some NA Dota today with Narvi 2 versus Summer's Rift. They were able to utilize that one for Jimmy Demon. He was playing that one pretty well.
I haven't seen too much of Bounty Hunter support besides the last few days. Like the Summit, they picked it versus Chin a lot, but there's no jungler for Team Malaysia. Nature's Prophet, I mean, can dip into the jungle, but normally an offlaner, roaming ganker. It's really interesting to pick up a Bounty Hunter 4th pick like this, even though you said, as you said, it is one of their stronger picks, one of the more common picks.
An uncommon common pick for them. So Viper's gone. Next van, not sure what they're gonna go for, but we need to see what their mid lane's gonna be to combat the SF. With the Viper and the Queen of Pain gone, Storm Spirit still a very viable option. Haven't seen a Razor in a long time, and they ban away the Skywrath Mage. Okay, so kind of seeing that the Lesh is gonna be the one role for Malaysia right now.
Yeah, that's what Vici were thinking, definitely. Good ban by the Lesh. The nukes are just really strong in the silence, really good versus Clockwork. Just easy to zone the Clockwork with a easy roaming Rubik with a trio or Nature's Prophet TPing in. I feel like that would help their lanes way too much.
Yeah, it would. Jeez, so we got a couple seconds left. The IO still on the board. I just feel so weird not seeing an IO picked up. Like Vici potential could pick that up and just pair it with the Gyro and be like the ultimate draft. But oh, Juggernaut comes out, so this is going to be a support Lesh. Okay, interesting.
I like it. It's Juggernaut's ult, really strong versus Gyro. You can't really hit back. And both by Vici.
All right.
Drafts, I like him.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good game. I want some Ags Invoker. We got to see Relic play some Invoker too. He got like Ags, he just spammed out spells like crazy. And yeah, this is gonna be Lynn's Invoker too, so that's gonna be something to behold. Kachik Imbo's gonna play the Leshrac. Like yesterday, he was struggling super hard against Newbie. He just couldn't stay alive to save his life. So yeah, this is gonna be a tough game. I think Vici potential have the potential to actually take the win over Malaysia. Malaysia being the favorites, having the stack lineup that they do have. Well, this is a good time for the underdogs to come out. But all right, we're loaded in. Let me pop up the last bits, and let's see how this goes. Any aggressive 1v1s, but Malaysia the intros, KYXY playing the Juggernaut, Mushi on his Shadow Fiend for the mid, Kachik Imba playing the Leshrac, Johnny on his Rubik, and then sitting in base is Ohio, scouting out with the Treants on the Nature's Prophet. And how about the VGP side, Ryan?
We got XLL playing the Gyro.
Oops.
Had Dogfights playing the Bounty Hunter.
That's what we expect to see a lot of.
James on the Lion, Lin on the Invoker, and Yang on the Offlane Clockwork.
Cool. So I'm looking to see if they want to like snipe a try versus try, but yeah, I feel like I'm not going to get my wish, sadly. Just high aggressive lanes are what I like to see, and Yang's going to be left to fend for himself. And they don't see anybody trying to invade either. They were kind of hoping for, I guess, a 1v1, but VGP want nothing to do with that Radiant side of the jungle, and maybe for the rune we'll see the fight.
Yeah, they seem to be contesting the bottom rune. This is not something you see every day from the Dire side. It's really hard to contest the runes as they don't have the double hill like Radiant does.
And even Dogfight's just scouting out with the Shadow Walk, and there you go. If you don't know who we are, I'm EGuyCast. Joining me is Ryan Noob, WFX, and then on the stats is LPQ. So we've got a nice little team set up for today to lessen the burden that I presented yesterday with 2 best of 3s in a row. But alright, split the bounties, nothing crazy. And no first bloods.
What BG did there is the Bounty Hunter scouted the top and saw that there was no one from the Radiant side up there. So they knew that they were contesting the bottom rune. That Malaysia was contesting the bottom rune, so they ended up getting the free rune instead.
I wonder how long Dogfights is going to sit here in the middle of the lane. He's going to wait for the courier, isn't he? I feel like he's going to. Oh, jeez.
It's interesting. Rubik sitting here on the high ground, forcing out the Invoker. Invoker should have too tough of a time. He's going Quadrax, by the way. But this is just gonna help Mushi so much in the first VCS.
Yeah, just always having a support to help Mushi is so nice. And he's getting up his souls. He actually missed a few of the last hits, which kind of sucks.
He's had like 4 free last hits and denied, and he's missed almost all of them. Has 1 soul so far.
Yeah, that's tough. Maybe still adjusting to his mid lane role. Gonna get more of these veteran mid lanes. It's pretty tough. But Dogfights, man, he wants it. He's clarity. He's committed. The courier is gonna be coming soon. And once Mushi gets a couple more last hits, he's really delayed it. Like he's unknowingly to himself actually hurting Dogfights a bit by not getting this battle soon.
Yeah, here it comes.
So we're gonna follow the it's not the shitty that who that I don't know what that is. He's gonna actually go in for the tier 2, tier 3, and he gets it. Mushi. Oh man, he's like, how long were you there? Dogfight, he gets it. That's really an orthodox play. You wouldn't see someone commit for a minute and a half. They would try to time the ball coming out, but he just there's the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
That's really strange. Usually with a Bounty Hunter on the other team, teams like this, you know that he's going to be camping forward.
So weird. Well, I mean, the lanes are like 2-on-1 from the VGP side, while you know you have Dogfights just roaming around, warding, even blocking now the pull camp. So, I mean, he can even block this. It's perfect. What play? What a great Bounty Hunter.
He's just putting in so much work. I see why VGD picks him so early. Or so often.
Let's see. So, only 21 times in 6.83, but now, wow, it's more than doubled in 6.84. Okay, lots of Bounty Hunter. Track is just really value.
Taking a look at the 2 offlaners, we have Ohio, level 3. And on the other side, Yang just getting his level 3, so both of them are perfectly on par with each other.
Yeah, nothing you can really do to deny them too hard. It's the pull available for VGP, but they're not really going for it. And also the Treants a little while ago, giving a little bit more base damage in Dogfights. They drop the sentry. They'll be able to kill off this ward. Is it in range? Oh, it's just barely out of range. This is the best time. It's like it's around the range of it. Like, you can't see me. Jeez.
That ward actually, I think that blocks the large camp as well. It's really close because it should be the magic bush.
Yep.
It's directly for like parallel.
So they block their own stacking. This is going to be a good time for Mushi to recover, and I mean, anything going on that's good. KYXY on the Juggernaut, he's coming up just fine, so nothing really bad. Ohio's been doing good. He's been doing much better than the Clockwork. Really done him and really getting into any crazy situations, so this is what you want to see.
Yeah, it's one of the things about Offlane Nature's Prophet. You do need to get a couple CS with him. You need to get a better start than the offlane Clockwork. All Clockwork needs is once he gets to level 6, he just goes around and kills people, and that's how he gets me.
Yeah, just the hook shots galore, and now Dogfight's gonna soak us from this XP from this stack. It'd be so nice for me. Actually, he's harassing Mushi, keeping him from going for the stack, and that's so frustrating for him. But razors are coming out. He goes back into the ghost, and he should be able to soak up some, or maybe even kill the courier again.
He knows it's coming out.
150?
No, he doesn't.
No, he missed it. Okay.
He doesn't manage to get the stack off. And with Mushi just getting his bottle, his 8 CS just named at 4 minutes, this is a really underperformed Shadowfiend.
Yeah. And Liz just having his way with the mid lane. So, I mean, Malaysia will need first blood, I feel. They're going to have to come back into this already. Not saying that's just really game. It's just hindered so much with this bounty.
Bounty Hunter hiding, trying to find the courier again. He's out of mana though, so I don't think he'll be able to get another chance at it. I don't know what he's planning on doing since he's out of mana.
He's got a ward, he's bought a TP, he's full bought up, and he's gonna die to the stack.
Yeah, there he is. That's a smart play by him.
There you go. Good. So the 4 stack making quick work of him. That's gonna technically be first blood, but not really. And they're like, okay, I guess he's just doing his own thing. And they check the stack too. Mushi's like, alright, I'm gonna finally be able to clear this now and get one more. So he'll get the 5 stack, it seems, maybe?
Well, he can't clear it. He needs at least level 5 and like several bottle crows to get it. He does get the stack off. I guess he's just hoping on coming back later. But right now, he just can't do anything right now.
Yeah, he's pretty poor. He only has 11 souls too. He is definitely struggling right now. And still looking at the offlaners being level 4. Actually, level 5s. Got manner advantage there, and see, is this the build for him today?
I don't even know anymore. Like, the Nature's Prophet role has changed so much throughout the year. Oh, going on mid. Tornado EMP on Mushi. Cold Snap.
Cold Snap. He's gonna lose his mana. He's still got a little bit of health here. He's gonna get ticked down. No, he's gonna be able to bottle charge. They turned this around. Dogfight's getting dragged to the floor. Malaysia get first blood. Lin still diving it up. He's gotta run, but he's gonna have the Wex and should be speedy enough to get out of here. They ping Ohio. He's like, get out of my way, Johnny. But can't find the Sprout, and okay, Malaysia do get that first blood, and down bot, we do actually have Yang with the cogs, forcing them back. Imba pretty low. Dogfights is going to be going out to him. KYXY is there to chop him down a little bit. We got ourselves the courier going up top, but Yang, his salve gets canceled, and look at this. KYXY is carrying them back. So Malaysia come out unscathed, and we find themselves with 1 kill.
Yeah, that was a great recovery kill from Malaysia. Wow. Alright, Sentry.
Pretty aggressive play.
Sentry going down to block down, going to the jungle, but he still goes in there. Like they.
Kaka's on another team, alright? Okay, well, actually I said it good. I'm not the one who got that. GT Kaka. At least they're having fun on the lane. But yeah, the lag was noticeable from my end, so I don't know if yours was lagging either, but pause real quick. VTP Kaka on GT. Alright, they're ready to go.
It has subsided. So yeah, Bounty Hunter is still level 1 at 6 minutes. This is kind of sad that because they didn't get that mid kill, they were really focusing on getting the Shadowfiend. And if that would have happened, he would have gotten about level 3, maybe 2.5. But he would have been well on his way to level 6. But now being level 1, he's just basically I don't know.
He's a moving mobile ward for now until he gets sentryed and then just gets destroyed immediately.
It becomes gold for the other team.
Yeah, it's still there. I just want to type in all chat how newbie? How Vici? There's something, but okay. I mean, we can still take a look at the lanes. Like the Gyro is catching up to the Juggernaut, and item-wise, they're gonna see the Gyro go for the Phase Boots and Aquila builds, and this should be just the max flat cannon, max rocket barrage, and S and Y kind of just chase you down all day build. And for the Juggernaut, looking kind of like the same. And yeah, the popularity of Gyrocopter is obviously notable with how many games have been played in competitive already, and he's just played insanely a lot.
Yeah, Gyro's always been one of my favorite carries to go to. It's going to be really interesting to see what these Chinese people go for. I mean, you can usually see the quick BKB by a lot of North American and Europe teams, but then there's also the times where they just skip BKB entirely. So So it's going to be interesting to see how early, late, or whether or not he just doesn't get it this game.
This could be a good early BKB game, especially against Leshrac and Rubik. You know, you're just going to be able to run at them and melt them down. But Dogfight's still a 1, looking for something. They're even dropping deep save wards. Oh, KYXY, he's going to get hexed, and he's going to drop, so they trade 1 for 1. Ended up almost missing that kill, but he did take down the Clockwork with him. And now Kachik Imba getting cut off. Dogfight's doing enough damage. He's level 1. The Orb of Venom might get him this kill. There's Split Earth and the Lightning Storm.
Be okay.
Sunstrike?
No.
Is there any points in Wex? No. Not Wex, Exort.
So yeah, here he is, Mushi taking out his stack. He's finally getting up in levels. Level 6. He has Rubik able to Fade Bolt if needed. Actually, just probably protecting him and getting levels. Oh my, level 5 on Rubik here.
Yep, level 7 dinged out there just for Mushi too. So they're going to both enjoy that quite a bit. And the Bounty Hunter still, Dogfight's not giving up. Not even going to go farm up a little bit. Just level 1 sitting there. He pings out Johnny at least, so he's going to give a little bit of information to Yang, but I mean, he can't do anything. Usually you'll see some of the Shuriken points coming out there. He'll be able to dish out a little bit of burst damage, but he's just useless.
He really needed to take the experience from the stack that Seth just did, but he wasn't in time. That's one thing that he needed to continue doing. Just unfortunate.
He's set up Invoker, going for hunting. Just looking for a kill. Maybe
it didn't look like he walked through any wards, so it shouldn't be known. Should be an easy kill on Kichikimba.
No. Okay, we got ourselves a tornado that actually misses, and he's like, "This is too awkward. I can't do it."
He's gonna get Omni Slash right here. TP from Rubik.
Nope. It may be 3 smashes, but it still hurts quite a bit. So they smoke up, and actually that's James's smoke. So they want to go in 3-3, but they don't know about the supportive TPs that came in with Johnny. So they'll push in. The smoke's gonna break. They spot out Johnny, and they're coming from the flank. Can they get this one off? They end up hexing up Johnny. They're gonna spike him and take the right clicks for the kill. And now KYXY, he's gonna turn. He's looking for the Omni Slash. Can he get it out? Nope. Just gonna spin. The cooldown's there, slowing them down just a little bit. Kachik Imba gonna be able to sprint away. Well, KYXY still slowed down. They missed the Split Earth. Can I throw out the spikes? Max range connects out of KYXY. The damage is still there. Yang, hook shot. Can he light it up? He connects out KYXY from downtown. Gets the cogs. KYXY's dead. Solid hook shot from Yang. Great fate from BGP.
Wow. So all 5 heroes rotating, and that's... Malaysia just can't do that right now with Nature's Prophet and Shadow Fiend being so under leveled and basically not very useful at this level. They just like can't fight.
No. It's just they're more so built to the late game, ready to rat, and kind of just delay the game for now. And VGP, they want to push it. They want to push that 10 to like 20-minute point where they can really just run at you and snowball off that. But Tier 1's gonna get pressured up top. Mushi's still farming out the jungle a bit, and I mean it's just a waiting game. He's still got some stacks too to clear, which is nice. But it's gonna be tough.
Mushi is definitely catching back up from his awful start. From his ACS at 4 minutes, he's almost top the net worth to this stack, which he isn't going to take actually. We'll end up taking it.
Just wait for another stack. Oh. Lin is demonstrating no fear. He's like, I'm just gonna throw a tornado whenever I want. Screw it. Whatever, man. And the build, too, for Mushi is going to be the mech, so he'll be able to push it out a little bit soon. He's got a couple more gold until he gets that.
I wonder how this mech is going to work with a 20-second longer cooldown from 6.84C. I haven't really seen a Shadow Fiend mech game, which, I mean, it hasn't been that long since the new patch, but I wonder how this is going to work.
We actually saw a Shadow Fiend mech the other night in the Chinese scene, so there's still teams that are doing it, and some teams are still doing Yule's mech, so they're copying a little bit of the NA Dota, so we'll see what Mushi wants to do. Blink Dagger's still not out of the ordinary either, and Ohio does have his Hand of Midas, so he'll be looking to delay this farm as long as possible.
But there it is, Mushi top the net worth after the start he had.
No surprise. It's Shadow Fiend, man. No matter how far you put him back, he can always just come back. It's just really dumb, but Tier 1 up top. Got ourselves a little siege coming in, and we should be able to see this go down. And Ohio's even taking a little bit of flak from the flak cannon, so XLL just using the gyrocopter.
They dropped their dust. That was weird. There's dust on the floor for a second.
I don't. Who has it? Oh, KYXY has it. Okay. He's faster. He can actually catch up to him. I think that's the reason why. Because he has the phase boots. Why not just give him the dust? And they want to commit for this tier 1 tower up top. It's at 125, and VGP don't want to just flat up deny it. They're trying to bait it. They're trying to use it with the glyph.
Looking for Leshrac, but Leshrac backs up very, very wisely.
Yeah, don't want to run into a hook shot. You're easy food for a Clockwork at this point. So we got the Treants out. We got a tier 1 taking damage. Fort's there. TP's out. They force 1 TP. And Dogfight level 4, so he's actually got some damage, and he's actually got some health. But the Treants, they take the tower down. VGP just can't get the deny.
I wonder if Clockwork just didn't realize that the tower is really low, because he was standing right next to it and didn't deny it. Or if he just was really afraid of a Rubik lift into mini stuns.
I mean, that's weird. But on the other side, Ohio gets the deny, and pings are coming out as they spot out Johnny. Level 6, too, so this is a good level for him to be at right now, and there's some solid spells from him to steal. The finger's up at James, not gonna give him a chance to do it. Got ourselves a Hex, got a Spike. They don't even need to use the finger, so right clicks come in, a little bit of help from the Rocket Flare, and James gets the last hit. There you go. That's using the Bounty Hunter to efficiency.
He's catching up in levels too. I was thinking like an 18-minute level 6 maybe, but looks like he's gonna get down to 15 minutes maybe. Oh, double TP bottom.
Let's see, what do we got? Hook shots. That Treant micro coming in from Ohio, stopping that one in its tracks. And now a Tornado coming in, but a great spin from KYXY. So they just immediately decide to back off. Almost very close to seeing a lot of bloody initiations. And then Dogfight's just sitting mid. He's got no mana, so he's not really too reliable here. He can just get the right click in, but Lin drops the EMP, gonna zone him away. Cold Snap comes out. Mushi's gonna lose a lot of his mana here. Right click's doing quite a bit with those Cold Snap procs. Dropping the call down as well on top, but everybody gets out of range in time, and it's actually stolen. Nice hook shot to come in from Yang with the cogs, keeping Mushi stuck. They telekinesis him out, so the Requiem actually does not that much damage. And then Johnny drops, but the right clicks are enough for Mushi to get Yang, and they pick up a kill on the Invoker too. So that's gonna be a 3-for-1. Malaysia taking a huge fight. And a pause.
So in that fight, the EMP burned most of Mushi's mana, but he still had enough to where he could wand, mech, and then have enough for Requiem. So he had a lot of HP like just burst. So they couldn't kill him, and then he used the Requiem to turn it around as well as several raises. It was a great call by Mushi saying that he can turn it.
Those raises were on point from Mushi at that point, and also Ohio's Nature's Wrath just went through everybody. Like that destroyed the rest of the HP. You can see him picking up, I believe it was 1 kill at least with it. Yeah, he picked up 1. Did he? Yes. No, he just DC'd. Just kidding. I can't see it. I can't scroll up. No. Oh well, it's fine.
KYXY bottom.
Good combination.
Bottom tier 1. So that's another really cool thing about that fight middle is that they did that with, what was that, 3, maybe 4 heroes. I think Rubik was in there. He just got blown up. Yeah. So yeah, there's only 4 heroes, and KYXY, the person that you would think would need to be in the fight with his Omni Slash, just wasn't there and is going to be able to get a tier 1.
It's a good trade, very good trade for them, and we'll probably see the graph kind of spike it back up even more, as Malaysia already 3,000 gold ahead and it's about 2,000 XP. So, not saying it's over, but just saying that it's comeback potential still for VGP, and that's gonna be the last of their tier 1s. So KYXY is gonna chop that one out. And did he finish his Mask of Madness? I believe he did. Oh no, is it coming to him? Yeah, it's coming to him. Never mind. It's on the courier. What else? What else item-wise are we going to see that's going to be different? Maybe Ohio will get the Ags. Who knows? Little Treants all over the place. Well, let's see. Malaysia have picked the SF 6 times. Okay, and they're 5-1 with it. Not bad.
Yeah.
Cool. And 370 last hits average.
Well, that's
good. That seems
high.
A little.
That's really high for 624. The Death Ball meta. Like you just see games ending in 25 minutes, 25-30 minutes for 370 CS. I would say that's really high. I mean, if you look at like past games where almost every game used to go to 60 minutes with SFs, so like, they used to get what 600 to 1,000 CS. But in this one, I'd say it's amazing.
Okay, and Ush is another person that I was watching today. He was playing a lot of SF too, and he was managing to break that record pretty easily. So not bad for Mushi. And apparently it's going to be a long pause. I'm not too sure. A little bit of lag on the servers or something, but I'll maybe unpause their Chinese stream and see if they're talking about anything else. Yeah, apparently the players are the booths too, so yeah. Well, I can put that up on the stream. No, actually, Only Malaysia are out of the booth. That's weird. Well, oh. We'll wait for them to come back in, I guess, and so just keep talking for a bit.
I wonder if maybe the Nature's Prophet computer just died, and then they're going to the bathroom or something. I don't know.
Take a quick break already. Why not? 13 minutes in. So 290 is the average. Not bad.
Woo.
I wonder how many times have VGP sniped out a courier. That's the real thing. Like, how long has just dogfights been camping mid lane?
How many games?
How many games? How long? Average time waited for courier for said courier? Probably a minute and a half. But yeah, so we're going to see Malaysia get a lot of traction with this. Early Roche potential is there, so there's plenty of things for him to still do. And Ohio still farming with the hand of minus and 2100 more gold. So I could see a Necro game actually out of him too. Necro 3 would just demolish the VGP side and just make Dogfight's life even harder.
Yeah, it's a really strong item before the Gyro gets his BKB, because you just send it at him. He can't really kill he can't flat cannon. He can't stand there and fight versus them. So that would be a really good pick, considering how weak the Gyrocopter is. You could also split push, but I feel like he needs to be in fights for a little bit.
I think his fighting potential is still there, and there you go. He's back. Yay, he's back. So XLL, he's got 700 gold on this Gyro, and I mean he's got a long ways to go till his BKB's up. And all right, we do see the tower going down. KYXY gets that one, no problem. He gets the last hit, so he's got Mask and Madness and Manta build possibly. Biscotti.
I would think SNY, there isn't many things to purge in this game, and SNY has just been such a huge pickup for every hero in 6.83, and it's still pretty good in 6.84. They didn't nerf it; they just buffed a lot of other items.
Oh, maybe he's gonna go for the Battle Fury. He picked up the hatchet.
Cool.
Ever since that's the recipe, now you can cut on trees. It's so good. Battle Fury is just such a great item now.
The overall game state right now, Malaysia's got 2 more towers, and they've got the heroes to really abuse it with Juggernaut, Treon, or Nature's Prophet, and the SF. I feel like they're going to be utilizing the map a lot more, and it's up to VDP to do something with smokes and just outright just go and find people and kill them. I feel like that's their only way to get back in this game. They can't really out-farm them anymore.
GP only have one more smoke left, and Kitchik Imba just picked up a smoke, so we could see Malaysia kind of go for an aggro play here. I believe it's actually flying out. Yeah, it's flying out. They're gonna go for, I guess, a 2-man smoke play, maybe, or just clear out the stack and then kind of gather everybody up. But Mushi misses the stack, and the smoke is gonna come out. So what are they gonna do?
You gotta pull it to the left.
just barely missing it.
But a lot of heroes gathered up into the bottom lane. Maybe just baiting the Juggernaut? No, they're just going to outright push. I don't think this is necessary.
The best thing, though...
Yeah, they can have the Nature's Prophet go top and just out-farm them. But with VGP smoked up, they're going to do a wraparound gank here.
And Flat Cannon actually is used, so there's not much clear left, but the flank, like you said, is coming. Lin, he's dusted. James as well with Yang behind. This is going to be the ultimate pinch attack if they can execute this completely correctly. Or it could turn horrifically wrong. We got Ohio going to be the first one to get jumped on. We can see the smoke break. Hookshot connects. Tornado out. EMP only going to hit one. With that tornado, and Ohio gets 4-staffed away, so he actually avoids a lot of the damage. The cooldowns there. Turns around with the Nature's Wrath and gets so much damage out. KYXY, though, he's going to drop with the Rubik and the Nature's Prophet. Mushi getting chased down by that rocket, and now they're going to track and chase. Chick Imba is going to be a very prime target for them to get. Bouncing off. He pops the stick. And the missile's going to connect on Mushi. They chase down with the rocket barrage. They even force a buyback out of KYXY. Those cogs being perfect and stopping him from advancing forward. So we see ourselves with a 4-for-1 in the VGP favor. That was a phenomenal flank, and they get 30. They get 3,800 gold out of that.
That's a huge change. I was considering them pretty far behind based off the draft and the way the game was flowing, but with Malaysia's decision to group up, that smoke wraparound was just absolutely phenomenal. They're going back. Oh wow, Malaysia's going back for this one tower. They really want it.
That's weird. I mean, they still have ultis, so why not? But the defense in the pinch could come out again. They didn't ward it or anything, so I mean, they may be setting themselves up for a disaster.
5 seconds on Clockwork Hook. Calldown's back out. Finger. The only thing down is Finger, but it looks like they're not in position after that fight. They didn't go heal fast enough.
Well, Link can still throw out an EMP Tornado here. He's got Cold Snap too, so Tornado connects, gets the EMP out too. Gonna drain a lot of the mana. Mushi, no, the Force Staff saves him again. They get a steal on the Rocket Barrage there for Johnny, but he's stuck in the tree line, so we got Hook. Do we have anything to connect here? He's gonna run him down. Charge out. Yep, but he gets pushed out of the cogs. Oh no. And then the Requiem of the Souls of the Lags hit. Oh no. Con. But that's a very untimely time to pause, and maybe it's just one of those days where the servers are gonna lag pretty hard. Maybe there's a patch coming, who knows? Tier 2 Immortals for the Compendium, I'm ready.
So yeah, the last two fights, the Rubik, well, this fight and the last fight on this bottom tower, the Rubik has just gotten caught out instantly, and he's died both times. It's like they need a lift, they need some type of like control in this fight. Like Leshrac having a hard time landing his stuns, and they don't really have anything else other than that. So him going down so fast is just gonna, I don't know, it's basically a one team fight, but we'll see how it goes from here.
Let's see. Requiem is gonna actually not come out. Did it come out? I believe it did. No, it's still there. Jeez. Well, this is where I wish I could speak Chinese and could interpret, but I can't. So, I mean, it seems that VGP are kind of backing off. Almost all of them are affected by Requiem. I believe 3 of them are. Yeah, 3 of them are. That's just a presence of Dark Lord. Just kidding. They were hit.
It's still up. I think it's still up, right?
Is it? Yeah, I thought it canceled. Oh, that's a spike. Just kidding. James actually interrupted it, so we got some time to talk about this. Some Jan Mad, and I wish I could draw. Actually, I can draw. I just don't know the key. I never used that mechanic.
So yeah, let's talk about this Force Staff from Nature's Prophet. It's been huge in these last fights. Well, not that huge because they lost the last fight, but he's been able to Force Staff Mushi out this fight, keeping all of his mana enough for Mech and Juan. Like he's got a lot of burst heal, so this fight's actually pretty scary for VGP to take. They can't really burst the SF. There's no fear for 70 seconds. Cooldown's down. Not much mana. So yeah, I think VGP need to just hightail it out of there.
So they should back off. James might be one of the casualties. I believe Sprout's going to be in range, so we got to watch out for that. And KYXY still has his Omni Slash available, so he'll be able to phase boot and run in once it's off cooldown with his Mask of Madness, which isn't on cooldown. And so what else? I mean, Yang is still stuck in a really precarious spot because the Treants are actually blocking him into his own cogs, so he can't get out of there. I mean, they got to be having a field day on the Malaysia side. Like, oh, look at this, we can get this kill, we can get this kill. And then we just get the tower.
I wonder how this is gonna happen. Like, I think that the Clockwork can get out, but all of his spells are basically on cooldown except for Hook. Like, maybe once his cogs run out, he can run to the left and then hook back to his team. Or
I wish there was a timer on the cogs. Yeah,
it's been 3 seconds and it's a 5-second duration, so probably 1.5 seconds left.
All right. And Kachik Imba, he's got actually the Storm up too. He actually maxed out on support, which is really good. That slow is so solid. 75% too. And it's what, on a 6-second cooldown, I believe? 4-second out, jeez. Well, I mean, we gotta wait for the delays. I'm gonna go back to looking at the Chinese stream, see what's happening over there.
Oh, there's Go.
And okay, never mind, just kidding, Chinese stream. I'm gonna pause you. And what kills do we got? You see Yang stuck on the side. James is gonna take a bunch of damage there from the Nature's Wrath. Yang actually eating quite a bit there from the Requiem, and KYXY looking for the Omni. He just can't get it off right now. He's tracked up. He's slowed down by the Ghost Walk, and
just gets out of there.
Oh,
but the tower doesn't.
Well, they have plenty of time to discuss how to do that, but the tier 2 goes down.
Yeah, so the Clockwork is actually a mid-hook animation in the pause. So right when the game ended or started again, the hook instantly went off, and he just was able to skirt out of there.
Jeez. Alright. Well, close fight, I guess, to say the least, but after that last flank, the graph kind of stabilized a little bit, 2,500 plus, and then Malaysia have less than 2k XP lead, so like I said, can come back at any point in dogfights as a DD, but just really can't use it, sadly.
Juggernaut taking out an Ancient stack, only a 1 stack, just a little bit of farm before they decide to fight again.
He just needs those levels. He's it kind of feels like he's a little under-leveled right now. Yeah, level 10. His level 11's been hindered quite a bit.
They haven't really been winning the fights. They got 1 kill that last fight and lost the one before. So, Gyrocopter almost getting to level 12 before Juggernaut even gets to level 11. Smoke up. Malaysia.
aggressive, so let's see what they can find. If they choose to go the correct way, that is. Or maybe we can debate with other teammates. I would just put Mushi in mid and just let them sit behind him. And Ohio's even going to try to TP in with a Sprout. Not Sprout, just TP in anyway. Drop Dust too. Oh, it actually connected into Lin. They're looking for it. They pop a second Dust too, looking for him again, but he ran to the left side, so he was able to get out.
Here's the push to start. Do they have backward disabled? Yeah, they do. Creeps must have just died. So healing forward, they should. I don't know. This fight's going to be really interesting. I don't know who is favored in this. Healing ward's still killing with everything.
Oh, he stole track. Oh, Johnny stole track, but he's only got to use one. He's stuck in the cogs. The tornado's actually connected. They finger down Johnny. Mushi popping his BKB and the zoning Requiem to come out, and then Yang gets Omni Slash down. So we got tracks still coming in from dogfights. Nature's Wrath doing quite a bit of damage, and Lin looking to maybe reinitiate here. His tornado's gonna be up in 15 though. So they go for the 1-for-1 trade there, but that's a better trade for Malaysia. Actually, no. Wow, the Rubik is worth more than the Clockwork.
Huh. Yeah,
it's because of the track.
There
that's
go.
why.
That makes a lot more sense. But yeah, I still think it was more favorable, even though the gold says different. I think it was more favorable to kill the Clockwork, keep his items down. He's not even close to a 4-staff anymore. Like, he needs a 4-staff this game too, to get away from the SF, to get people away from the SF. But again, the third fight in a row where the Rubik just instantly exploded.
Sucks, man. He just gets fingered down. That's it. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. So unless he gets his own BKB, which won't be for some time, he's gonna be struggling. And speaking of BKBs, XLL is gonna pick up his. So that's gonna be his immediate first item to get. And TPs are coming into this mid lane. It seems Ohio's gonna come in. He's gonna drop himself the Treants in a second. And this is taking so much damage. Look at that. The Edict's putting work in, and it's gonna go down. Nothing VGP could do.
He's looking. And they ran to the left.
Do we have hooks? Nope. And dogfights with Lin have just been walking around invisible together, trying to find any kind of initiation they can, but they just can't.
Yeah, Nature's Prophets build, Midas, Force, Treads, and then I think that's a Mjolnir or Maelstrom.
You feel in the Maelstrom? Maybe. Maybe Deso?
Ooh, Deso would actually be really interesting with their heroes. I would dig it. Oh, 4-staff picked up. Oh, the recipe must have been on the courier. For the Clockwork.
Oh, the Clockwork's 4-staff. Okay, I was like, who's 4-staff is that?
So, he does have a quicker 4-staff. He really needs one.
For safety and for offense, but James can't defend this tier 2 up top, and right now it's getting pressured again. The Edict coming out, Chikimba going in with the Treants, and it's just gonna fall. They don't have the fortification up, and there you go. That's the last of the tier 2s. Malaysia have been so good with pushing right now. They've only lost one tier 1 up top, and they ping him out. And also they're dropping the dust too. These preemptive dust, man.
Just off the mark sometimes.
They're so worried.
Invoker just sitting on the bench.
And Mushi's gonna check the high ground. He actually just goes forward. He's not afraid. He's got a haste in his BKB up.
He wants to fight.
Lin, not gonna go for it. There's all these pings too.
The scary part for VGP is they haven't really been farming any of the map. They've been trying to defend towers without actually like forcing the defense. So they'll gather 5 people at a tower and then just not defend it. So instead of like getting something else done, maybe trading a little bit of farm for a tower, they'll just not do anything for their tower. They're falling really far behind in this game.
And the deep ward 2 coming out, not gonna get dewarded. They try to check the high ground, they try to check their entrance to the jungle, and oh man, that's just so much information that's going to be gathered from
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
See that one, the one on the high ground, but they... Oh, there's 2 wards up there. No, it's a tree. Just kidding, that looks like a ward.
It could look like a ward, I guess, but yeah, same thing still applies, and Dogfights hasn't been able to do as much as he would like to. This game, he had high hopes in the start of it, but never found a lane or never found farm, so he's still lacking quite a bit in the item department. Kachik Imba, he's got himself a point booster.
Look at this Invoker. Oh. He's hurting the edges here.
Keep going forward.
Here it is, Dust.
And Smoke Breaks, Dust, immediate. They get the Telekinesis with the Omni Slash, and even Pop a Requiem. That's some serious Invoker hate. And that should turn into an easy Aegis.
Rubik stealing Ghost Walk as well.
With the DD.
Oh, Invoker buying back. I tail it out of there.
Okay.
Oh, hook!
Ghostwalk up. We got a hook shot to connect it onto Mushi, but he's going to get pushed out of the pit. Got the call down on top. Mushi's right click's hurting quite a bit more with that DD. So they back up. They give each other respect for now, and Lin wants to go in. He pops himself that Orchid. No tornado comes out. No EMP. They trap up Dogfight and drop the raises. There's the EMP. That's going to take away so much of the mana, and now Team Malaysia can't really fight it. The Ghostwalk, though, from Johnny, throwing them for a loop and slowing them down.
So yeah, just forcing up the Invoker's buyback and then running. BKB did get popped, but there's two people who can't kill each other who are fighting each other with the Gyro versus the SF.
Unstoppable force and an immovable object. So Roche still stands. Aegis will be there, and VGP have no real intention of going for it. They need to get some towers. They got to really equalize this gold and map pressure. So we'll see what they can do. Pushing up Arcanes. Tornado. It's an KYX, a little bit of poke there. And again, nothing going to be found out of this. And they actually are going to TP in Ohio. Does he see him? Drops the dust, drops the sprout. Look at this, man. Dogfight, he's going to drop. Raises, and Mushi gets the last hit.
So I'm curious as to why they didn't want to fight there. All of the cooldowns from Malaysia were long cooldown. There was no BKB, there's no Requiem, no Omni Slash. They just decided not to take that fight. And they're going to lose Rush because of it. Because of that pick off on Donde.
Maybe they'll lose Roche. Actually, VGP should lose Roche, but they could try to fight for it. Who knows what they want to do right now? And yep, they scouted out. Johnny's still Ghostwalked. But yeah, same for me. It's just the server. I think the players are just dealing with it at this point. But yeah, nah, he can't do it.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Trian scouting has been pretty nice from Ohio this game. He's been scouting, trying to block hooks, and just overall being a wonderful Prophet player.
Yeah, so I saw a couple of them in the we just thought nothing of it, but it was a great note.
They're just all over the place at this point. So, Mushi Invis right now, maybe looking to fight. Lin backing up though, playing it smart. And this game, the momentum, everything is just in the control of Malaysia. They're making VGP kind of play into them. And now with this Aegis, they should try to pressure potential high ground here.
So yeah, one of the things to really note upon this game is that there's a Nature's Prophet in it, and the top lane, nothing has been happening in the top lane besides the towers being taken down. There hasn't really been much farm, there hasn't been much pressure. It's like the Prophet's been fighting. This is really, again, a different way of seeing Nature's Prophet.
I don't mind a team fighty kind of Prophet coming into the fights and not just committing to the rat style, but oh well, he's doing pretty well with it. And he's eager for the Maelstrom. Mjolnir actually out very soon, so he'll have a huge amount of output damage, and even the shield to come out too. That static shield.
So what do you think this Gloves of Haste for Invoker is going to be? Do you think it's going to be a, I mean, I would think it'd be a Maelstrom.
Recovery Midas?
27-minute Midas?
Yeah, why not?
Maybe, I think their idea is that with Gyro, they'll be able to defend the high ground. I mean, if he was thinking about a Midas, but high ground indefinitely. So maybe it's a choice. But I've seen Invokers go Maelstrom. I think a BKB would be better this game.
Yeah, the BKB would help out so much, but he doesn't really have the time to get it, or the amount of room to farm to get that. But TP's coming in, they're going for the mid push, DD on Mushi, so this is they'll ruin to have, second one for him to get this game, and it's perfect timing. They force the fortification, so that'll keep him back for a little bit. Shuriken to bounce, does a decent amount of chunk, but they can heal back up, no problem. And this tier 3 should be going down. I mean, Mushi could just go back up to the high ground. KY there too, but he's been doing his own thing up top, and they're doing a great job of controlling the waves. Like, again, send Ohio back, he'll just TP back in himself, and rinse and repeat the process. And now a BKB up 2 for the Juggernaut, so if his spin wasn't good enough, now he has BKB, and he'll be magic immune for a long while.
The first I've seen Sasha. They all choose to go SNY or Manson,
weird.
But BKB.
Yeah, it feels really weird to see a BKB rushed instead of like Mets than going for Basher or something, but
not a bad choices at all.
Aegis is no, not at all. Smoke coming in from VGP. Aegis is going to expire in a minute 50, and they want to try to gank out Ohio, but They're not going to find anything. This is a valiant effort with the smoke, but they're on opposite sides of the map
way
right
too
now.
Obvious. As LPQ said, the tree on scouts, he's just looking, he sees no one on the map. They have to know, they do know something's up. They're also smoked themselves.
Yeah. They circled the whole area. Malaysia's going to be going to push. Oh, he maxed healing ward? Huh. I guess more push potential. And 1 point, the crit's not too bad. With 2 points in spin.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was theory crafting. I thought that. Oh, bottom? Ooh. No.
Dogfight. We got a Sprout coming in. Nope, not going to connect on anything. They're looking for this bounty hunter. They drop the wards. Do they see him? Oh, they blink forward. They pop the rock room. Oh, jeez, the mind games. Dogfights. Little does he know, Mushi's right on top of him. Or little does Mushi know he's right on top of Dogfights. He's leading his trail. And now Mushi might be in some trouble. Track comes in. Lynn's gonna chase it down, but no, blinked away. Okay.
Another push here.
What? Tier 3 down bot. Look at this. Diabolic Edict. Damage coming in from KYXY, and it should fall, but spikes coming out to 2. We got some serious damage with the call down as well as the flat cannon. Nice force staff to keep Kichik Imba safe and away. They get themselves the EMP and tornado combination. Johnny taking a lot. He's silenced. He's not going to tick down though from the cold snap. So he'll be A-okay to get bottled back up. And now with Fort down, I see a Rax potentially out of this from Malaysia.
Yeah, they don't have a healing ward. They don't have a mech, so this is going to be interesting to see how they go about this. Sprout on it. What? Low ground Sprout.
That's just a zoning Sprout. Yeah, he can't do anything in the fight. Lag is here, but Omni Slasher BKB is out from KYXY. He ends up on the Invoker, and then they're gonna get killed until James and the Lion. So Rax should be dead. Yang and Lin stuck in one Sprout. Nothing they could do about that. A little bit of a zoning rocket, and the Rax actually stays alive for a little bit here. Malaysia not looking to overextend, and they're gonna play it just safe, seeing as how they just lost the Aegis.
So you don't see this often, but a maxed out Sprout from Nature's Prophet, as well as the buff from the recent patch. That was a 6-second on the sideline for the Gyrocopter, just able to freely hit the Rax.
He couldn't do anything. Yeah. Had he had maybe a hatch just value there, but he did not. And it's just stuck in the trees. So we got a Rax that took a bunch of damage, but that'll heal back up. Had they focused the range Rax, they could have got it, but just trying to play in the heat of the moment, it seems. And BKB's now up for Ohio. I mean, he got pretty farmed. He's keeping up with the SF somewhat. And what is Mushi going for next? No idea.
Track on to the Nature's Prophet. Nothing should come of it. The Leshrac is a Bloodstone? Jeez.
Yeah, Kachikimba's been finding some serious farm. He's 1-1-7 with 74 last hits, so he's gotten some tower kills on top, and this Bloodstone is such a value item for him to have right now. Got it around 30 minutes now. He's been sitting on it for a little bit, not too long.
Wow, he only has one death this game. In a 30-minute game with a Leshrac versus a Bounty Hunter, Lion, an Orchid Invoker, that's crazy. I was actually,
what are you doing,
I was actually really
fights?
afraid this game for the Leshrac. He seemed to be food, or he could have been food this game, just wasn't.
No, he played it very smartly. He was able to get out, and early force staff pickup too was just so helpful. But now we're seeing the wonderful fruits of his labor. Able to pick up the Bloodstone and just be almost unkillable himself. And KYXY, his Omni Slash in that last fight too, while they were trying to break the base, helped out a ton. And I don't really see VGP being able to kind of leave their base at this point. It seems impossible. The jungle's been fully cleared out too. KYXY making mincemeat of that one, and then Mushi just covering his own jungle, and Ohio on top of that. So just solid control from the Malaysia side, showing that veteran experience. And now they have 14,000 in terms of the lead, and then 12,000 in terms of the XP.
So here comes the let's have all 3 cores on each of the lanes and just push it out consistently, or whenever they have a chance. And then you see the Gyro taking up all the farm for the entire team, and it's the 3 cores versus the 1 super farmed core, even though the super farmed core is, yeah.
He's not that farmed.
Maybe.
He may be 3-0-4 with 240 last hits, but that's not near enough to defeat this Shadow Fiend at this point. Yeah.
Go Manta. I guess you might be able to
bait them with an illusion later on. Who knows?
Manta as well for the Juggernaut ult, and maybe he can get out a Sprout with it, but don't like the pickup too much for an extra 3,000 gold. Feel like he could have went damage.
No, and Yang It's gonna get TP'd on. We got a Sprout. He's gonna try to hook shot out. Oh no! What did he hit? Did he hit him with his Omni?
Omni slash Juggernaut. That's not something you see every day.
That's okay. Well, there you go. Another counter to the Clockwork added to the list. You Omni slash him, you can't get out. And that's gonna be tower and maybe a sweep of the bot racks. Never mind, they're just gonna go for the bot racks instead. Mushi having another timely DD.
What?
Doesn't get any better for him. Jeez, so this rack's is gonna melt. They get the Hex, they get the spikes, but there's no real damage. Blinking forward, BKB's out for Mushi. He channels out the Rock Cube, does a ton of damage with it. XLL does pop his own BKB. Yang getting the Force Staff, getting the Cogs, trying to give revenge to KYX, but he just sustains through with the ward. He's dominating at this point, and now that's gonna be turned into a second kill. XLL cannot TP back out, even though he was in his own base, and that's gonna be a double kill for KYXY, and more than likely looking like game.
The Gyrocopter, 60 seconds on 7.
And nothing they can do. Sprouts, Treants, everything galore. Base is just falling rapidly. Buybacks, I mean, I have to look at them at this point. There is nothing for the VGP side. And there's just a casual finger dropped out there from James. Surprised it wasn't stolen, but GG's called. There you go. And that's game 1 of this best of 3 to Malaysia. Taking it over VG Gaming prospects. Or potential. Oh my god. But, yeah, I'm your caster, or we're your casters in EGAD and Ryan Noob, and on stats was LPQ, so you can check them all out there. And follow Beyond the Summit, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. And the likes, we got the second game of this best of 3 coming up soon. Enjoy the music, enjoy the Chinese stream that I'm going to play while you guys can watch the players and such. And we'll see you for that game ASAP.